Virgo, welcome back to your new moon in Capricorn reading for December 23rd, 2022. New moons bring in new cycles, so we're going to have a look at what new cycle is starting for you. The last full moon that we had, you had the Emperor, so you should have been closing out that cycle of authority figures, father figures, people in power, laws, that kind of thing. You can have a look at the latest or the last video if you want to go over it. But this time you have the Tower card. So for me, the Tower card is, it's the blessing in disguise card. But really what it is, it's kind of the aha moment. It's the moment that you really get it. You really understand it. It really lands and it changes things. And it's kind of like you can really never go back once you get it. But let's see how that applies to you. It's also, of course, unexpected events. It's things that were not stable that get to fall away, and it leaves you with foundations that are stronger for you to build upon. So that's what I mean by belief systems. The belief systems maybe that you had or that you were experiencing for a while have kind of become void, and you get to rebuild them. All right, let's see how this applies to you then for the coming to 4 weeks. I think the last moon was a really tough one. It was mostly felt by mutable energies, but I think everybody, at least a lot of the people that I spoke to, found it rather intense and difficult to get through. You have the Page of Wands. This is my Sagittarius card. He's the adventurer. He's a philosopher. He likes to travel. He's a great team player. He's very strong-willed. And for me, this is very much a student card. So you could be learning something new here, which would make sense with the Tower card, as then we would, if old belief systems, old paradigms are dropping away, then new ones are learned. There's a lot of communication going on with the Ten of Pentacles. This is the need for communication. And I do believe Sagittarians do enjoy a good banter. They're not afraid of saying what they feel, and probably usually invite a little bit of opposition. They can hold their own, I'll put it that way. Ten of Pentacles can also be financial negotiations, but it can also just be the dailies. You're just doing your daily thing. Maybe not overly, but I find that difficult with the Tower card. Although with the Tower card, you could just be doing your daily thing and then, you know, something happens. But I really do think that it has something to do with communications. This could be at work, so it could also be finances. And Pentacles are also health. But for me, the Eight of Pentacles is good health. These seem to be conversations that go on around daily life. So if you're out shopping or talking to friends or whatever, these are just the subjects that kind of come up. And it could have a lot to do with society. This is a very societal card. And it is the need to communicate, but it's also kind of top down. You have the grandfather and the parents and the children right there, down to the pets. So there's sort of a hierarchical energy with this. It feels to me like there can be some financial negotiations at work. It's the end of the year, so there can also be talks about raises, that kind of thing. There can also be talks about what it is that you're trying to accomplish with the Eight of Pentacles there, because the Eight of Pentacles is definitely honing your skills, doing what you love, you're good at it. You could be doing overtime, especially with that Ten of Pentacles there. So you may be getting extra money or wanting extra money. So you're doing overtime. You don't really seem to mind it though, because this is work you like to do. This is work you're very good at, and you can just get down to it and get it all out there. All right, so let's see how you are dealing with it. So, and this can also be maybe somebody else around you. This could be you, but it could be somebody else. Again, my Sagittarius card. And this could be one of the people that you're communicating with. Because this is you and how you deal with this whole situation. You have the Magician card. I want to see, this can go either way. The Magician can be the creator, but he can also manipulate situations. Yeah. Feels like creativity to me. A lot of people say this is you have the whole world in your hands. I think you have two parts of the world. Maybe one, a two is always about duality, and it's about decision making. So I do feel like there are some decisions that need to be made. You can also be dealing with two separate ideas that you kind of want to create something with, or bring into manifestation with the Magician card. And two is kind of like the next step. It's also looking to see where this idea can manifest in the world. Where does it belong? And if you are thinking about two different ideas, you might set aside one for the other for now. As you can see, this one's kind of posted and just hanging out while he's holding onto this one, turned it back on this one just for now. Maybe it's just a temporary thing. But you could be concentrating more on one idea than the other. The Magician is also consciousness, just so you know. What are you conscious of here, in this case? So you have the Five of Wands. This can be where the group comes in a little bit, because in this card, everybody has a different way of getting to their goal. So this can be the idea that we're dealing with, and everybody has a different way that they want to get there, but the goal is the same. So it causes a little agitation within, or it causes a little agitation within the group. But it can also just be lively debate, and that's what Sagittarius likes. It likes a good lively debate. It doesn't feel difficult to me. But with the Tower there and the Page of Wands, it could be philosophies that are changing for you. Things are a little bit up in the air, although they are focused. So this is the outcome. They are in movement, and that's quite a bit now, especially with Mars in retrograde. So even that is something. And you have the Nine of Cups. Wow. Which is make a wish. Wish is coming true. It's fulfillment. It's feeling full. It's feeling really confident and happy with an emotional contentment, I want to say. But it is feeling full. And that's interesting, because the Eight of Wands is another card that can go two ways. Well, not the Eight of Wands so much as the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups, if it's on a negative, well, actually both of them. Eight can go, it's just power. It's just a lot of power, and you can do what you want with that power. So it can be used for good or evil. And I'm exaggerating, obviously. And the Nine of Cups is, if you get what you want, you can be a little boastful about it, or like sometimes arrogant about it. So that would be the negative part. But let's see how that is aspected. Page of Pentacles. It's my Capricorn card, and in this case, I think it's telling you that you have everything you need. Cappy is prepared. they have finished their study or finished seeking out the information that they need to make something happen. I think they're very organized people, and before they make decisions about something, they really do research or look into it, or have a full, I would say, have full knowledge of what it is they're getting themselves into. But pretty hard workers, I think. Well, they're quite determined. But it is the devil card. Well, not the devil card. The devil card is also Capricorn, I would say that. And so everything here is kind of a little bit like it could go either way. I do want to pull one more. King of Pentacles. This is definitely work related, without a doubt. So there can be a lot of changes going on at work, I'm going to say. Maybe there are some people who will be leaving, which could cause extra work for you. You're up for the task, most definitely. If you're somebody in a position of power, because you did have the Emperor the last time, so that is definitely somebody who makes rules, laws, or is an authority. With the Magician there, you might be the one that has to let people go, that sort of thing. I feel that for somebody. In the end, though, whatever it is you have to let go of, whether that's people or your budget, whether it is that you have to take on more work because of it, it does get things going again with the Eight of Wands. Everything seems to run a little bit more smooth. So it could even just be, because we're talking about organization with the Page of Pentacles, you could be reorganizing and restructuring things that will help things to move swiftly, and I do believe you'll get the results that you're looking for. And you do it quite skillfully, especially with the King of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is very focused on business and really understands what it takes to run a well-oiled business, so to speak. King of Pentacles is my Gemini card, and they are very focused on finances and things of the earth. So also health-related stuff too. But this feels for me very money-oriented, very work-oriented. So with the Tower there is the main card. I'm going to say that there are going to be a lot of changes. Things that are a little bit unstable will fall. There'll have to be some restructuring, and you can rebuild and go on from there. And I do think as well that you are going to have to deal with some belief systems that maybe you weren't, things that you weren't expecting that kind of shake those belief systems. And again, with the Magician card, that aha moment really comes forward too, because you finally get, I guess through conversation or talking to people or talking to other people outside of your situation and within, I can see that as well. Maybe you can brainstorm ideas, and it works out well. It works out well in your favor. Okay. Hope this has been helpful. I'll be back in 2 weeks with a full moon reading, which will close out cycles, but this is opening up a new cycle for you. Looks like it's really good. Thanks for listening. Take care.